Hello students, good morning. Hello everybody. This is Pradeep sir with arithmetic progression from class 10 mathematics. We have come across certain features of arithmetic progression like the general form of an AP arithmetic progression and the general term of an AP. Based on these two things, we have solved few problems. Today I am going to continue with the same topic, but this time the sums are of different types, little bit critical type. So here is the question: which term of the AP 121, 117, 113 is the first negative term? As you can see, the AP 121, 113 or 117, 113, the common difference of this AP is negative, that is this -4. So gradually the AP is going towards the negative side. So first it will cross 0 and afterwards it will enter the negative phase. We have to find which is the first term, which term is the first negative term. Okay, so in this type of sum generally we used to take the nth term as 0. Suppose the nth term is 0. Let the nth term, which is also denoted as an, be 0. Now from this AP, that is 121, 117, 113 dot dot dot, what are the things we are getting from here? We are getting A equals to 121, D equals to 117 minus 121, that is -4, and we have assumed the nth term as 0, so an equals to 0. Then we have to find n. Okay, actually we don't know whether an will be 0 or not. That is why we used to take the nth term as 0 and let us check what is the value of n we are obtaining after calculation. So let us use the same formula, that is the general term. We know an is equals to a plus n minus 1d. an 0, a equals to 121, n is not known, d is -4. So this 121 will come to the left hand side, will become -121 equals to n minus 1 multiplied by -4. So 121 divided by -4 is equals to n minus 1. So 121 by 4, this -1 will also come to the left hand side, it will become plus, so equals to n. Therefore it will be 121 plus 4 divided by 4 equals to n, or we can say that n is equals to 125 upon 4. Okay, 125 upon 4. So the mixed form, the mixed fraction of this will be n equals to, it will be 31 1 by 4. Now it is quite clear from the answer that 0 is not a term of the AP. That means the last positive term is 31, and after that the AP will enter towards the negative side. So since last positive term is 31st term, therefore the next term, that is the 32nd term, will become the first negative term. As 0 is not a term of the AP, that means 31st term is the last positive term, and then it will go to the negative side, that is the 32nd term will become the first negative term. Therefore our answer is 32nd term is the first negative term. This is the answer. Hope you have understood it. Okay. Generally what we used to do, let me explain it again. The AP will be given and it will be going towards the negative side. So in that case, what we have to do, we have to take the nth term as 0. Let the nth term an equals to 0. So when we are taking nth term as 0, an is becoming 0 and the first term is 121. The common difference after subtracting, we are getting -4. N we don't know, n we have to find. Okay. So when we are subtracting 7 minus 1 to 1, 121, we are getting the common difference as -4. So after calculation, the answer is n is 125 by 4, that is 31 1 by 4. Now since the nth term was taken 0 and n is becoming a fraction, it is quite clear that 0 is not a term of this AP. That means the 31st term is the last positive term and the next term, that is the 32nd term, is the first negative term. So in this type of sum, we have to do in this way. First take nth term as 0 and then find the value of n, and the next whole number is the answer. If n is 31 also, if n is coming 31, then also the next whole number, that is 32, is the answer. That is the 32nd term will be the first negative term. Understood? Good. The pth term of an AP is Q and the qth term is P. Find the P plus qth term and the nth term. There are two questions. The question says that pth term is Q. Okay. Now what will be the formula for pth term? We know the general term of an AP is an equals to a plus n minus 1d. Naturally, the pth term, it will be written like this: a plus p minus 1d, where a is the first term, p is the number of terms, and d is the common difference, and it is given as q. Similarly, the qth term is p. So the formula for the general term for the qth term will be aq is equals to a plus q minus 1 d equals to p. Actually, in place of n, the question is p. So here also in place of n, I have replaced n with p, and here I have replaced n with q, and there is nothing else more. Only n is changing to p and q, and rest of the things are intact. Now if we simplify this, so it will be a plus pd minus d equals to q, and this one a plus qd minus d equals to p. So this is also a kind of simultaneous linear equation. There are 3 variables here, 1, 2, 3, 4 variables here, but we are not bothered about that. We have to find the value of a, that is the first term, and the common difference from these two equations. Now let me go for subtraction by subtraction. So this sign will be changed. A will be cancelled. It will be PD minus QD. So PD minus QD, and this GD is also cancelled, equals to, here it is Q minus P. Now if I take D as common, I have taken D as common, so it will be P minus Q, and here also I am taking the minus sign as common, so it will be minus of P minus Q. Okay, so what will be D? It will be minus of P minus Q divided by P minus Q. So these two are cancelled now. So the value of D we are getting as minus 1. So D is minus 1. Now let me write the value of D here. D equals to minus 1. Let me replace the value of D minus 1 in any one of the equation. Either the first one, the equation 1, or the second one. So in place of D, let me put minus 1 as we have obtained from the equation. So first equation, A plus PD, and D is minus 1. So P into minus 1 minus, again there is D. So one more minus 1 equals to Q. Just check it. A plus PD minus D equals to Q. In place of D, I have replaced it with minus 1. So D is minus 1. Okay. Now, what is the calculation? This P into minus 1 is minus P. Minus of minus 1 is plus 1 equals to Q. So A is equals to, this minus P will go to the right hand side, it will become plus P. Q is also there, and plus 1 will become minus 1. So this is A. So we have obtained the value of D as minus 1 and A as P plus Q minus 1. So these two important things we have to calculate from both the equations, and then we have to put the values of A and D in the required question. So in the first question says to find the P plus Qth term. P plus Qth term. So what is the formula for P plus Qth term? It is very easy. In place of N, we have to put P plus Q. So it is A plus P plus Q minus 1D. The general formula was N equals to A plus N minus 1D. N has been replaced with P plus Q. So it becomes A P plus Q. A P plus Q equals to A plus P plus Q minus 1 inside the bracket multiplied with D. So what is A? A is P plus Q minus 1 plus P plus Q minus 1 multiplied with D means minus 1. D is also minus 1. P plus Q minus 1. So this minus 1 will be multiplied with all the three numbers. So it will be plus P will become minus P, plus Q will become minus Q, and minus 1 will become plus 1. Now see, everything will be cancelled. Plus P minus P, plus Q minus Q, minus 1 plus 1. So the whole result becomes Q. Therefore we can say that the P plus Qth term is 0. Okay. Next, the second question, find the nth term. So nth term is An. An equals to A plus N minus 1 D. Again, we have to put the value of A and D. So A was, the value of A is P plus Q minus 1 plus N minus 1, D is minus 1. Since we have to find the nth term, so there is value of N is not given, so N will remain as it is. N will remain as N. So here P plus Q minus 1, this minus 1 into N is minus N, minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1. So this minus 1 plus 1 will be cancelled, therefore the answer is P plus Q minus N. So these are the two answers. An is equals to p plus q minus n, and a plus qth term, that is a p plus q equals to 0. Understood? Okay. Though the sum is bigger inside, but it is not so hard. Only we have to follow the basics, the general term of an AP in place of n. Since it is given pth term, so in place of n it will be p, and when we have to find the qth term, in place of n it will be q. Otherwise the whole thing will be same. We have to solve it, find the value of a, the first term, find the value of t, the common difference, and then put those two values in the question. We will get the answer. Okay. One more question. So here is the next question. The nth term of an AP is n 1 by n, and the nth term is 1 by m. Prove that mth term is 1. That is, the nth term is given as 1 by n and nth term is given as 1 by m. So let us use the general term of an AP to form two equations as done in the previous one. So it is mth term am equals to a plus m minus 1d, where a is the first term, d is the common difference, and m is the number of terms, and this is given as 1 by n. Similarly, the nth term is 1 by n, so an equals to a plus n minus 1d is equals to 1 by m. Now let us simplify these two. So a plus m multiplied with d, md, minus 1 multiplied with d is minus d, equals to 1 by n. Similarly, the second equation, a plus n multiplied with d is nd, and minus 1 multiplied with d is minus d, equals to 1 by m. So there are two equations, we have to solve it. Sign will be changed. We are going for subtraction, by subtraction. Okay, so this a will be cancelled, md minus nd, so md minus nd, this minus d and plus d will be cancelled, 1 by n minus 1 by m, 1 by n minus 1 by m. So d is common here, m minus n d equals to, this LCM is mn, and it will be m minus n. So d will be m minus n by mn into this m minus n will go to the right hand side here. So as you can see that m minus n and m minus n will be cancelled. So what is d? We are getting d as 1 by mn. Okay, now let me put the value of d in any one of the equation, either 1 or 2. This is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. So if the value of d is replaced here, then a plus the first equation md, d is 1 by mn minus 1 by mn equals to 1 by n. A plus, so mm will be cancelled here, m into 1 by mn, will be cancelled, so it will be 1 by n minus mn equals to 1 by n. A equals to 1 by n, this minus 1 by n will become plus 1 by m, this plus 1 by n will become minus 1 by n. So these two are cancelled, so A is equals to 1 by m. Okay, so we have got the value of A and D both. Now, sorry, this will be 1 by mn, sorry. So this will be 1 by mn. Actually here it is minus 1 by mn, so it will be minus 1 by mn, and when it is going to the right hand side, it is becoming plus 1 by mn. Okay, so both the value of A and D are same. 1 by mn, D is 1 by mn, A is also 1 by mn. Now let me go to the question. We have to find the mnth term. So what we have to find? We have to find mnth term. Mn. That is A plus mn minus 1 into D. Okay. Now what is A? A is 1 by mn. Let me put 1 by mn here. Plus mn minus 1. What is D? D is also 1 by mn. Let me put it here. Now 1 by mn will remain as 1 by mn. Mn multiplied with 1 by mn. Mn into 1 by mn. Minus 1 multiplied with 1 by mn, so it will remain as it is, minus 1 by mn. Therefore this m and n are cancelled. So, and this 1 by mn plus 1 by mn and minus 1 by mn are also cancelled. So what is left here? 1. That is what we have to prove. We have to prove that mnth term is 1, and we have got the mnth term as 1. Proved. Okay. So hope you have understood. Is it clear? Yes. Actually, in this type of sum, we have to follow the basics. First, see what is the question given, then apply the basics. That is the general term of an AP, its formula, the values, and then go for calculations. Find the value of the first term A, find the value of the common difference D, and then put these values in the question. Automatically the answer will come. Okay. So don't worry about all these type of question, though what we have done from our textbook all involve simple sums, but here we are going to apply those knowledge in some different type of sums, but the process, the formula and the basic concept will remain same. Okay, so that's all for today. Hope you have enjoyed the class. Okay, we'll meet in the next class with few more problems based on this general term of an AP. Okay, so till then, goodbye, have a nice day.